Happy New Year. Yeah.
Hell yeah. 7 days later.
We're going into the new year with double shots of Fireball. Let's do it.
One of us is.
Woo.
Got the new year with the new producer. Introducing.
And I already
Blue.
like him better than I like Coleman. Coleman seems to think I don't understand the whole concept of the glass half full, half empty.
Oh Jesus!
Well, what
did I say?
He decided.
What did I say, motherfucker?
He decided.
We're done.
You decided to put it on Facebook and said that I didn't understand it. I understand it. I think it's fucking stupid, and I don't think it actually makes sense because I think you could look at a glass and be like, "Yeah, that's half empty," and it not mean that you're a negative fucking person.
Okay, you know what? This is a perfect way to introduce a new producer. Blue, please shed some light on the shed some light on the half glass half full concept. What the fuck are you looking up? Answer the goddamn question.
I mean, you can't. If you want to have a glass half full, that's fine. But you know, you're gonna get thirsty, and you want to pursue the other half of that glass. It depends on where you're asking. Where to what do I need this glass for?
All right, you're sucking his dick way too hard.
Yep. Oh shit! Exactly. If there's a glass that's halfway full with water and you're fucking about to face dehydration, and somebody's sitting there like, "Well, hey, look, at least we still have a glass that's half full," and then the other person's like, "No, motherfucker, we need to go get more water." Does that make them negative or positive? Because I would argue that the positive thing to do would probably be to go find more fucking water.
Absolutely.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you need to be negative about it.
You
would be like, "Oh, this is still half full of water, this precious water that I have." Or you could be like, "Fuck this glass. All right, better go find some." You know what I mean? The approach is
well, yeah. If you're just gonna drink, that's not the question though. Is if you're gonna drink it or not gonna drink it. The question is based off of what you have in front of you. You know, yeah, that would be the negative thing to do if you were just like, well, fuck it, we only have half a glass, so we might as well drink the fucking rest.
Is the glass half empty or full, or similar expressions are idioms which contrast an optimistic and pessimistic outlook on a specific situation or on the world at large.
Yeah, I wonder how much money we spent to fucking figure out that study.
Well, you have an option above to donate to put a price on it.
Yeah, I bet that fucking is, dude. We only received $4 million for this study from the United States government last year. So if you'd like to donate.
Wait, you're talking about the art, dude? That's not a study, bro. That's just like an old. It's an idiom. That's like just a thing that people figured out, like. See if you can find that out.
Yeah, who's the fucking idiot that figured that out is what I want to know. For what? What is that fucking word?
What is this for? I'm so confused.
How much money goes to studies in the USA? Yeah, a lot. $174.9 billion went into fucking stuff. And when you start looking into the studies that these things went into, there's a study, my buddy was just talking to me about it last night, and I forgot his source, but I'll get it from him later. And he was telling me that they spent like $7 million. These people got money to do studies where they were cutting open the backs of male cats and then using electricity on their spines to see if they got erections.
Oof.
There was even cases where they placed marbles into their anuses to see if they would come out. And sometimes then they would sever their spine from the low half to see if it still worked.
Wait, where and when did this happen?
This is the United States, and this is 2024.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And that's why I need to cite his source. He did tell me what it was, but I don't recall what he said. Because I was also focused on Madden, and I had thrown like 4 interceptions, and I was ready to break my controller. So...
He was on the dark web that day.
But no, I've been in that situation before in like 2018 where we were looking at things that the U.S. government spent money on in terms of like research and science, and it was just as fucking dumb.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it totaled out to like $400 million of like research funds that it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? We want to spend $10 million on some fucking research. Why don't we research how to make us understand dogs? How about that? I want to understand what my dog is saying, and I want him to understand what I'm saying. Let's spend some research on that shit.
Yeah. Well, and this is just the fundamental problem when you have like public, public institutions, right? That are like doing these experiments. Like there's no market for that. There's no position where you can really, they say like, yeah, you can vote for this person and that can influence that market. But like really, you don't have that much of a say in what these institutions like spend money on, like, or, spend money or put research into. It's really about like who the people in power, the people in government, like what they want put in.
So does that mean that you really agree with we should be doing the research with the dogs, or was I a disagree?
Well,
or were you talking about the government again?
I was just going off of
this guy in the government, bro. The last time I talked about the government, he was like, "You need therapy."
Is that true?
Yeah, we were on the podcast.
Roll it back.
He's like, roll the clip back.
No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Just start watching our own clips just to find out our favorite.
We're not going to become that.
So what's the goals for 2025 for everybody? I want my dick to get bigger somehow.
we figured it out earlier. Jelking.
Oh no,
you can jelk your dick.
They said there's no proof.
Yeah, but dude, it might be worth a shot. You don't need a bigger dick. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, dude.
You half black motherfucker.
I need like 6.5 more inches so I can really fucking just get into the porn industry. We should
write down our goals and make them smart.
Progress. As you set this plan and your priorities straight after you've written them down. That's smart.
Fuck that.
Something like
I'm
that.
not doing all that.
Yeah. That's too much.
I'll type it out.
You know what? I'll be honest. I don't really have that many goals. I want to read 25 books. And then I want to...
I'll fucking kill myself, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
I want to...
this guy talking about my goal is to read 25 books.
And then I want to try to smoke less.
Smoke less marijuana?
Cannabis.
Yeah, that's what I think that's just a thing that's going to happen for me. Just because, like, the older I'm getting, like, with some of the jobs I do and shit, it's just still looked down upon. Like, I don't know. I can't even hardly... Smoking weed's, like, a big thing for me because of the smell of it. The smell is so potent that then whenever I go out anywhere, it's like, fuck, do I smell? Do I smell? Like, I'm not trying to get pulled over and then have to get my fucking shit torn up and shit like that, too. That's why you keep the dog with you, too, by the way. Always got to keep the dog with you.
Yeah, if you're ever transporting weed, bring your dog with you. Put your weed in the dog.
I wasn't talking about transporting weed. I don't condone that. That was that guy. He said that, not me. I'm saying if you're traveling after smoking weed, maybe you still have a little bit on you. Keep the dog in the car.
Yeah, that's smart. Coffees.
Don't smoke with the dog in the car, though.
No, because dog food you hide in plain sight. That's the key there. Like, because the cop isn't going to think twice. They're like, oh, he's just sniffing for the dog food. He's not going to, like, go digging through that dog food.
Oh, yeah, true. You could keep a bag of dog food in the car.
And, like, but, like, coffee beans, I don't know. Like, would they look for the coffee beans? No, but you're going to have way less coffee beans than dog food. Unless you have, like, 50 gallons of coffee beans or whatever. They're gonna be like, why do you have so many coffee
Listen,
beans?
the last time I was traveling and still had some leftover weed on me, and so I wanted to make sure it was hidden well.
Yeah.
It was only like a blunt's worth, so real little bit. So I took out the batteries from my Xbox controller and stuck them in there, and then just put the cover on it. And I was like, honestly, I love that. That is a great spot. It's such a fucking good spot, dude.
That is a good spot.
I used to drive this Lincoln Continental, and for some reason there's this little plastic piece that could slide out. I guess there's like a button in there that does like a whole reset to the electrical system and shit, and I would stick weed in there and then just slide that little plastic piece back. I mean, like, it looked like nothing when you saw it down there, so that was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
You know, I remember my father one time. He like had like he was like doing something at work, and like he took me aside and like showed me pictures from his court case, and it was like all, or like maybe not even his court case, just like various pictures from the state that like he was given for a case. And it was just like all these different ways. Maybe I've told this before, but like it was all these different like smoking mechanisms. Like there's like a flashlight and like I don't even know what else. Just like wild weed pipes, right? I remember even thinking back then, like, this is kind of fucking cool. my father's just like, you know, taking me and being like, these are drugs. These are drugs that they're using these with. This is why you gotta be careful. They'll hide the drugs. They'll hide the drugs in the flashlight. It's
cool.
I mean?
I like it. I always thought when I saw that stuff.
Hold that up.
Like in a DARE class, I'd be like, man, those guys look cool.
Flashlight pipe.
They were like, do you think these guys look cool smoking cigarettes? And I'm like, kinda, yeah, they kinda do. A flashlight? How much do those cost? About a good, I don't know.
Go to images. Yeah. Not flashlights. We're not going to look up.
So these are fake flashlights that are actually pipes?
I haven't even seen the ones that like pull up like that. That's pretty damn cool. How it like flips up. The one I saw, it was like, I think where like the switch was where the bowl was. And then you could like unscrew it was like a steamroller basically. And like the end of the flashlight was the.
It'd be weird though to be like, dude, your fucking flashlight really smells like weed, bro.
Yeah. I
feel like if I was a cop and I saw that you had a flashlight on you, I would most likely open it up to see if it had weed in it.
Yeah, well that's the thing in 2020, like 2024, 25, right?
Yeah.
Is like you're gonna like nobody has a fucking flashlight in them anymore.
Ew.
Like especially if
you're best off just fucking sticking it up your butt.
That's the way to do it. I would just swallow it, man.
Well, I think it'd be funnier if we tell people to stick it up their butt, and then hopefully they do it. But I guess we can do it your way, dude. Jesus. You know what? I just recently found out a story. I'm pretty sure I said this to you on here before. My Uncle Kenny, at one time, he used to like sometimes sell me weed. My parents ran this can redemption center, and I'd go and work there. And then, you know, when we were done, we'd smoke a little bit. And not my parents. They weren't there when we would do this because they would have been fucking furious. But he would sell me some weed. And this was the only person I got weed from that would have seeds and stems in it. I was like 16. And I left some in my car. Like, the Lincoln was my parents' car, but I used it. And fucking, I left some in the door. Fuck! Some seeds and stems. And he had used the car. And then he ratted me out to my fucking parents. And it's like, bitch, I got the weed from you, right? I just found out when I was having breakfast with my little sister and her dad that he was a fucking informant, dude. He was a fucking rat. He was a rat for the fucking cops. And he's over there like, he's still like, that dude's still basically a fucking cop in his mind. And he's like, he's not a rat. He was helping the police. I'm like, yeah. If you're a person who just helps the police, like, or like would call the police, like your average suburban motherfucker, you're not a snitch. You're just the type of motherfucker that would call the police. If you're fucking doing the dirty work and then ratting out other people doing the dirty work, that's why we call you a fucking rat. You fucking grimy bitch.
Yeah, feeding like playing both sides essentially.
Yeah, that's some fucking grimy bitch shit.
I'm rewatching The Sopranos. And that show's just all about fucking rats. All about rats.
Squeak, squeak.
Oh, the Always Sunny clip. Oh, that's great.
Wix.
Have I seen this clip before? I've never actually seen this show, but I've seen clips of this show.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, hey. Hey, I came up with a really great idea, dude. Yeah? I'm gonna play both sides. Why would you tell me that? Should I not have? Probably shouldn't, because if you're trying to keep a secret from me, well, now I know. Should I tell them? No, I don't think
You ever
should
watch
tell
this show?
Because if you're trying to play both
No, I
sides,
just
then they
said
both
that.
know you're
I've
not
only seen
playing
clips.
anyways. What should I do now? I don't give a shit. Why are you here?
Right?
D, quickly.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
It's a show.
those all the clips I've ever seen are funny.
time.
I might have watched like an episode in like a fucking waiting room or some shit.
Blue, what are some of your goals for 2025?
My goals.
Yeah.
What we got?
And when this comes out, we have to have a progress report. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I can do that.
I'm joking.
I'm gonna work a little more. Move would be a good one too. I don't know.
Move into the
Nice.
city.
Yeah. Or just get a different.
Nice.
change every week.
Yeah, I feel that.
The city's where it's at, man.
Yeah. Just get a few more things, projects done.
I've been thinking about moving to Iraq. Yeah, I think they'd accept me.
You can go to Syria.
Maybe not there. Israel.
It's basically Israel now, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck those guys. Don't get me started on that. I don't know if you've seen any of my Instagram stories lately, but
No, I'm not on
yeah.
Instagram.
there's a couple people that have fucking been in my inbox like, "Are you anti-Semitic?" And I'm like, "Don't fucking say stupid shit to me like that."
That's always the fucking, and that's like the tragic thing about it, right? Is when people throw around like anti-Semitic about stuff that's like clearly just like inhumane and awful. That like,
Oh, it's about more
It's-
than that, though. It's about more than just what's going on in Palestine that
No.
I'm sharing. Oh, for sure. It gets way deeper than that. And like, I can kind of see sometimes where just by viewing my story, you might just be like, "Does Lauren fucking hate Jews?"
okay, but like regardless of whether it's Israel, Palestine, whatever power struggle where like Jews happen to be prevalent, right? Like I think there's a real disservice when you're talking about like calling out those people as like comparing that to like the persecution of the Jews in Nazism. You know what I mean? Like that, the Holocaust, like the things that like really happened to Jewish people. So supposedly 6 million. Really, I've heard a couple 100,000, but you know.
Listen, Alex Jones, dude. Remember how they tried to make us see me was crazy? Everybody, they wanted us all to believe that this dude was just fucking nuts and everything he spewed was absolute bullshit.
Oh yeah.
And now there's things that he said 20 years ago on film that have come to fruition. Or they've just resurfaced and people have been like, "Yo, he said these things were going to happen before they happened." It's kind of crazy how media made him the enemy. Yeah, it's not really that crazy. It actually sounds like exactly what the American government would do. But to most people, they're like, "No way. No way." It's like, "Oh, no way. There's a way." And it did actually happen.
Alex Jones is the man.
The first video I ever
This is-
saw of Alex Jones was about making the frogs gay.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
And then
The
now
fucking-
it's like, oh, they actually were doing things that
Yeah.
maybe not made them gay, but at least like fertilized them and shit. Or not.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. How, they changed like the chromosomes or something like that.
Some of the
to,
male
like, make
frogs
'em-
in this tank with whatever they put in it literally turned
There is
into
a gay
females.
bomb. Look it up for yourself. I mean, this is what they're. What do you think tap
Can you turn
water is?
full
It's
screen,
a gay
please?
bomb, baby.
What do you think tap water is? It's a gay
And I'm
bomb,
not saying
baby.
people didn't naturally have homosexual feelings. I'm not even getting into it. Quite frankly, I mean, give me a break. You think I am like, oh, shocked by it, so I'm up here bashing it because I don't like gay people? I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap. I'm sick of being social engineered. It's not funny.
Yeah, no, for real though.
He is the functioning alcoholic.
It's so funny. He's like, it's not funny, but then like him getting so mad about it and the way he looks is like, God damn, you're making it funny right now. But they turned that into comedy, and it's been like proven that microplastics and chemicals that you can find in a lot of our tap water actually boost estrogen levels.
Yeah.
So it's like then these things are proven later, and you're like, oh, okay, well, so is he right or wrong? And they're like, anyways, Syria's getting bombed. And it's like, all right, I guess we're focused on that now. Obviously, those didn't happen at the exact same time, but it's an example.
No, it's they call it the 48-hour news cycle where
Yeah,
things
some
just
shit like that.
people just move on. Look up Alex Jones passes out on Tim Dillon. Or there's I didn't actually see it, but like apparently he Tim Dillon. Well, this is funny too.
This one was so fucking funny. He's like, you can't choke me out. He's fighting, bro. He's fighting. He looks like a fucking like a troll.
Dude, he's like a.
That's a Fox News dad right there.
Dude, he's a man child.
Oh, to actually pass out?
He's insane. Good old Alex. I know you spelled it wrong. M put T in front of the IM. This is one thing that we have not been able to find in a producer, someone who can spell.
He's definitely done the best though out of the three when it comes to spelling.
Just try to hit that clip. Scroll up a little bit. If this is not, we're not going to find it. But just hit that down. That one right there.
Tim Dillon called an emergency press conference after the.
I hate that shit.
I
should have seen Joke World. I want the raw. I want the raw clip. Raw like my pussy.
You got a pussy?
The pussy that I fuck. I fuck it raw. That's what I meant.
This man's a demon. He's like, I be fucking pussy raw, then rolling up backwards, boy. So I'm black as shit.
Hey, I got that snip. I don't have to fucking worry about it anymore.
Oh, you did get that little snip, huh?
I did.
Yeah, was it awkward?
Yes. No, I almost passed out. It was.
Was it painful?
No. Well, no. So like,
they numb it up, I'm sure.
No, the most painful part was after the anesthesia wore off, because then like it. After that happened, it just felt like I felt the pain of like someone had just got done kicking my nuts for like 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. You just wake up with so much fucking pain. I had to put ice pack on immediately. I'm like, I like told myself I was going to wait to smoke a little bit. Like I just popped some edibles. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to go smoke right now. I'm going to fucking.
Oh, I would have popped some fucking edibles for sure, though.
Oh, I definitely, yeah.
I would have gone straight to CBD edibles, though. Because if I'm already in pain, I do think that THC helps it so I don't feel the pain as much, but then it also ups the paranoia and because it's a stimulant, you know? So then I just think about it too much.
That's
so
fair.
like if I just hit CBD gummies, it would eventually slow the mind down and be like, honestly, if I fucking went through that, I'd have a whiskey water immediately.
Well,
maybe some cocaine. I'd be like, I feel great. What is pain? Should have taken some acid, bro. Maybe not. That'd be bad.
You know.
Oh, fuck, it ripped open. I should probably get that fixed.
No, but so I was. Yeah, they didn't put me under or anything. Obviously, someone recently I knew he had to get put under because like his tubes were so fucked up. They had like give him the fucking whatever, the sleeping gas.
Anesthesia.
Yes. You had to give him the anesthesia. So
I was tripping for a second. I'm like, yeah, look, what is this?
But like, I pressed my fucking hand to my face. Cause like I was just like, cause you're awake the whole time. Like I refuse to look. I'm like holding Molly's hand. She's there in the room with me, and like he's like, okay, this is gonna feel like a kick in the nuts. And like he put a shot in me and put the anesthesia in. But I was so panicking, anxious, and freaking out that like I didn't even feel it. I was like, I felt like cold sweats. I thought I was gonna throw up. Only took like 20 minutes though.
Dude, that was
like
me
20 minutes, and then
when I was going from my fucking ACL surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And they put the anesthesia in, and they're like, okay, now count back from 100. I'm like, 100? I'm like, nigga, what the fuck at this point? Like, because I'm up. I'm like anxious. like 100. I'm gonna make it to like the 50s before this shit kicked in. I'm like 100, 99, 98, 97. I think I made it down to 94. And,
wow.
And then it's everything black, bro.
Damn.
When I woke up, it was cool. I was still like all types of doozy. The nurse that was bringing me into the elevator was fine as fuck. I definitely told her that. And but then they get me out to the room, and I'm like, I'm fucked up, dude. Like, I'm tripping. And I finally fall asleep. But then I wake back up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was the worst pain I ever felt in my life, bro. Because they like put a shot in you to like shut off your nerve. Everything. I'm talking like from my toes all the way up through my hip. Just god awful pain. But they gave me some like purple, I think it was morphine. It was purple. But that shit fucking. Dude, I was like kind of hallucinating off the painkillers.
Damn.
I had never seen things like off of painkillers get squiggly. And I've taken a lot of painkillers.
Damn, I've never. I think the only time I really had a big painkiller thing was with my wisdom teeth. I haven't had any major surgery besides that.
I mean, yeah, I got something drilled into some of my bones, you know what I mean?
Damn.
So it's like, yeah.
What'd you get drilled in your bones?
The fucking placement that holds the fucking tendon.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
So there's a screw.
Yeah. So do you have to get? No, I'm good. So you have to get it taken out, or it just stays in there?
Nah, it just stays in there forever.
Damn, that's wild.
Yep, it's a part of me now.
So is that
until the future?
Look that up.
If I survive that long,
Blue. If that's like, no, just Google it. Like if that's like
Stell leg. What the fuck is that?
No, screw, like leg screw, like it's like the leg screw, like a certain type. Because wouldn't that like
leg screw for ACL?
Yeah, there we go. You're not texting, bro. I'm just kidding. Leg screws are used in anterior cuticle ligament reconstruction surgery. Okay, can you go to images?
Oh, no wonder it hurt so bad. They put it in because they have to put it in your femur too. That's why it fucking hurts so fucking bad. Geez. I bet.
So, but it's metal, right?
Some type of metal. I mean, it's a screw.
I just don't understand how that doesn't like rust and get fucking. Ooh, like look at that one. The Reddit one. Yeah, click no, right there. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, that just seems like they probably got rejected.
That's
these.
Oof. Nope. Close it. All right. I've had too much.
Why?
Too much. I can't do this shit.
Aren't you the one who be watching scary, gory movies?
Yeah, that's a movie, bro. That's not real life. There's a distinct mental wall. Oh God, that one was awful.
Damn, so that's what they did to me. Look at the scars.
Oh jeez.
See, they did. That's an incision right there. So this is where they went up top and attached it. That's a small incision there. That's the big incision.
That's a huge one. Yeah.
And then I think there was one more. I think it's in here. They did one. I don't fucking remember exactly. I know these three are from it though. But I mean, it did a good job. When I talk to other people who have had ACL surgeries, shouts out to Dr. Somasetti, some Indian guy.
They either know their shit or they don't at all. No, I'm kidding.
That sounded racist.
That's our blend on the podcast. It's
all
jokes.
Somebody was like, it was like an episode of Family Guy. And they were like, would you rather shit? And it was something about like, I don't know. They asked a couple different questions. I think this was the same thing though. But it was like, get married to a gay black man or have open heart surgery from a female Hispanic doctor. And then he's like, so be gay or die. It was so fun. I'm just like, dude, Family Guy is so fucking fun. I can't believe when people try to like put up American Dad, Futurama, The Simpsons, and they try to put those things up to Family Guy. I'm like, no shot. I'm like, those fucking things, they're all great. All great. Those things never had a shot at being as good as Family Guy, dude.
I think they all kind of suck, honestly.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I think American Dad's actually fucking...
American Dad is fucking hilarious. Not as funny as Family Guy. To be fair, right now, new episodes that might be coming out, I don't know for sure. But Family Guy has always stayed very consistent with like up-to-date shit. It's like this shit just happened 2 weeks ago and their brand new episode just said some funny ass shit about it. So you know that they're like keeping up with this shit. And like just the way they put out the comedy is like, I feel like you have to have a certain level of intelligence a lot of times to understand what's going on.
Well, yeah, for sure. I like the people who did South. I don't always like the show South Park, but I really like Book of Mormon. And I really like the Team America or whatever.
Dude, there's so many things that happen on South Park. I don't even know how that became a popular TV show. I can't believe that it didn't get immediately shut down.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get into it more, but I don't know.
I was watching that at like 10 years old. Can you fucking believe that?
I have a lot of friends who were, and I was always jealous. I was just like, just go back and watch PBS. Watch PBS, you fucking queer. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, and didn't they have Clifford? Clifford was lit. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, we did
what
watch
a stupid
Clifford.
show.
Dude, did you see that they did a movie?
Oh, yeah, I did. I saw that.
You did see the trailer?
And there was adults talking about, oh, we're going to go see it. I'm like, you're fucking dumb.
You're gay.
I mean, if you got
There's a lot of dick
kids
sucking
and you're
going
like,
in that.
yeah, I'm going to go see it and I'm going to take my kids to go see it because I'm kind of curious about it. I used to love Clifford. I guess I get it. But, like, people that do shit like that when they're just like a group of adults, you're like the same type of adults that go to fucking Disney World together.
Yeah.
You're weird.
Yeah.
You're weird. Oh, I love Disney princesses. I'm 25 or older. You're fucking weird.
Yeah, no, you're the same type of person who like the new Star Wars trailer drops and you're crying because it's you're so excited.
Okay, I'm not gonna cry, but Star Wars.
No, I'm not saying you.
Don't fucking put that in the same category as Disney princesses and fucking cartoons.
No, I'm not trying to put them in the same category. I'm just saying that like they're reacting to something like that. Like those are the same kind of people who are going to Disneyland.
Oh yeah,
that's my point.
Or like the people who cry when like a certain person becomes president.
Yeah,
those people are so fucking stupid. It's just like, bro, calm down. You're okay.
You know what Molly told me when she was in college? When Trump won the election, they put signs up like for like grief counseling for people for when that happened. Do you think it's worse or better now than it was back in 2016?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think that the tension is better or worse with just like the incoming? Because I mean, by the time this comes out, it'll be days away. It'll be like what, 14 days away, 2 weeks.
I don't know.
That's 6th. That's 20th.
I don't
Same
know.
as MLK Day.
I don't really care. I guess fuck them. I'm just gonna sit back and watch, see what happens. I know if shit goes haywire, I'm gonna be like, I actually didn't vote for Trump. That was a lie.
Nah. I feel like I know some motherfuckers who really voted for Trump and just couldn't admit it to anyone. Like they had to, it was what, like 81-19 or something like that? What percent of the popular vote did Trump win? I think it was
probably
like 84%.
Yeah.
Okay, no. 49%. Or is that no, that's electoral votes.
What percent of the popular vote did Trump win?
Yeah. We're docking your pay.
Oh my fucking God.
They don't want you to know. That's the thing. You can't type it in. Never find it. You want that's the 50%.
Trump falls just below 50% popular vote.
Who knows?
Okay, I'm full of shit, I guess. It is the highest percentage, though, that Trump has received. I don't know, man. It's
How quick do you think the war between Russia and Ukraine comes to a halt once he takes office? Or do you think it gets worse?
I don't think it's gonna get worse. It's really hard to tell how much energy and resources he's actually gonna be able to put into that.
Since it's already an ongoing conflict.
Well, that and like I think Israel's is just it's just better for his political. I mean, it's his last term, so technically it doesn't matter. But like, he's a narcissist, right? Like he's an egotist. Like he wants his legacy to be good. So I mean, Israel's just a better look on him. And then if you combine that with like the border crisis, like that's going to be really expensive. Like if he's going to promise that he wants to make the economy better and solve all these issues, like there's just not enough money in the pool for that.
What do you mean? It's going to cost us less to solve that issue opposed to fucking continuing it. How much money have we sent to Ukraine? Solving that issue is a fucking bank saver.
Yeah, you don't think we're going to have to send way more to end it?
Why would we have to send more to end it?
Because
we need to send less to end it. And we need to discuss a ceasefire.
You're going to need more. Well, okay, you could discuss a ceasefire. That is possible.
That's definitely going to be what happens.
If that were, I mean, that would be the best case scenario for Ukraine, sure. If he was able to do
Ukraine is somebody that helps the U.S. We're friends. That's why we've been helping them with all the money during this war. So for them to not be in war is better for them, and it's better for us because we can focus on making money with products.
Yeah, true.
Them being at war with each other, they need to find a way that both sides can be made happy, at least enough for now. Something to be like, okay, Putin, what can we get you to do to stop? Like, what type of terms can we come to? You don't want Ukraine to join NATO. Okay, I understand that.
I mean, that's the only thing that would have to happen.
I think immediately, absolutely right away, first day, probably within the first 5 things he does, that at least Ukraine is no longer going to be allowed to use U.S. missiles and things like that in Russian territory. Because right now they're allowed to use them in Ukraine.
Sure.
And that's kind of fair. But, like, also...
Is he actually going to be able to, like, do anything
It's just not our fight. This is my thing. It's not our fight. If the whole argument is, yo, NATO, we don't want them a part of NATO. Hey, NATO, go do something. Why are we doing
That's the whole problem with NATO, though, is they're not allowed to. Like, NATO and, like, the United Nations, like, they
then
are
UK,
specifically...
Get your ass over there. France, get your ass over there. We're out.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I mean, that... I don't think I don't think he's actually going to be able to do that. I mean, when has shit. And besides Afghanistan, and we saw how that went. Like, when was the last time a president like pulled out of a conflict? I mean,
we don't have near as much invested into this conflict. I mean, maybe money and like tanks and supply wise, but we already sent those to Ukraine.
Blue, didn't you just put something up? How much money we sent to Ukraine?
How many soldiers do we have in Ukraine, though? We had, like, U.S. military soldiers and our own equipment there. This is equipment that we've granted them and that we've given to them.
Yeah.
We're not sending troops over there. We're sending tanks to them. We're like, hey, these are for your troops to use.
I understand that, but I mean...
So us pulling out
wars
isn't
need
really
resources. Wars need resources. And
yes, I know. We're providing the fucking resource.
Yeah, exactly.
So we just cut off the resource line. In Afghanistan, we had all of our resources and people there, and we told our people to get the fuck out and leave the resources behind.
I agree. Like practically, that would be the solution. The problem is, I don't think Trump will do that because I think it's going to look bad, make him look bad. And I don't think I think ultimately that's what he cares about.
It's going to make him look bad if Russia is like, yeah, you pull out of Ukraine, we're just going to hit them harder. Then that'll make him look bad.
Potentially not. Potentially. I mean, you just don't know.
I'm saying if they were to say that, if that's the deal, he's going to obviously have talks with them and be like, hey, how can we stop this? Yeah. Putin said as soon as he won the election.
I mean, he's probably already
asked about it, and he was like, I'm excited to talk with somebody new.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm excited to talk with somebody new again because they have had no good conversations with the Biden administration. They've had nothing that does anything beneficial for our side or does anything actually beneficial for Ukraine. And I get it. Sometimes you got to be like, hey, you're a bully and I'm standing up to my bully. When your bully has nukes and he's kind of crazy, maybe we find a way to get along.
I think 99 times out of 100 is always going to be better to like just sit down, have a discussion, negotiate something, come to common ground versus violence. I mean, not even on a governmental sense, just on a human sense. Like if you and I have an argument, it's going to be a lot better for us to like talk about it than like just start throwing fists and then like we're fucking busted up or bleeding. Someone's going to the hospital maybe. It's a way worse situation than
we're in jail and all that shit.
Yeah.
And that's exactly like the type of shit that's going on. Because this is what people forget. A lot of people forget this. Putin wanted to attack Ukraine the whole first 4 years that Trump was in office. He wanted to do it. He had been wanting to do it. And one of the biggest reasons why he hadn't is because him and Trump were to continue having very good discussions. Discussions that were like, okay, things are okay for now. Still rocky, still walking on eggshells. But soon as the eggshells went away because motherfuckers took over in the office and they were like, no, we're not doing what you say. You're a bully and we got to stand up to you. And then a fucking war broke out. And now it's cost us probably a couple $1 billion. No, 174 billion. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Since Russia's invasion, the United States is... Well, no, because I was reading up top. I do need glasses, though. But has provided Ukraine with 75 billion in military, financial, and NATO and other partners have provided over 100 billion. So, yeah, they've gotten sent a shit ton of fucking paper, bro.
But, I mean, that just shows the ridiculous inequality. Like, the fact that we're paying 75% of what, you know, ideally is supposed to be like the rest of the world, right? Or at least the rest of the countries who are participating in NATO. Like, how many countries are in NATO? Like 7 or 8 or something like that? No, more than that. There's like 20. 32.
30 European countries and 2 North American countries.
So 25%. So what? So 100 billion is getting divided amongst 33 countries. So that's probably like what, 2-3 billion per country, and then we're paying 75 billion.
Well, yeah,
it's insane.
The whole thing is fucking insane and stupid because the same shit. Imagine you're Russian.
Yeah.
You grew up in Russia. You've been in Russia your whole life. You love your country, right? And in Russia, I'm sure that you grow up probably learning one of your biggest possible threats is across the pond in the USA, right?
Oh, sure,
probably
yeah.
a lot of what you get taught and a lot of people around there believe. Sure, there's a lot of people who are like, I don't care. I think Americans are fine. I just think their government sucks, which is what we think over here, okay? What happened when Russia wanted to set up military nukes, things of that nature in Cuba? No. We wasn't fucking with that, were we? We're like, absolutely not. We're not going to let that happen. We'll fight you. We'll fight you over this. We'll fucking nuke you over this. Didn't we say that? Did we not tell them that?
Yeah.
Oh, but then we want to do the same thing in Ukraine right next to Russia. We want to do the same thing in Taiwan right next to China. Now this is a problem, but we're doing it because we're the good guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And then people like us, your everyday Americans, just fall right into it. And it's like, man, I don't even know a bunch of motherfuckers from China. I don't know what they really like. Without our governments and the media spewing us this way and that way, I bet most everyday Americans and everyday fucking Chinese people and Russian people would get along just fine. I bet they would get along just fucking fine without all that outer fucking bullshit that they listen to. But it is complete bullshit that Americans, they get all this support and we support it so much and we're like, no, we're the good guys. We're the good guys. Are we? What about all the shit that we did in fucking Korea? What about all the shit we did in Vietnam? What about all the shit we did in the Middle East? How many people in Iraq died that weren't soldiers? We went over there to find weapons of mass destruction and found fucking zero. We went over there to kill a dude who was proven to be a CIA agent for us in the past. It's fucking bullshit. I totally understand why fucking Russia is so upset and why Putin was like, nah, this shit's about to get turned over and fucked up.
Yeah, man. I think the similarity of a lot of people that fall into the ideology of like being more with like, let's say for lack of a better term, more aligned with like the Harris campaign or like the establishment per se, right? I think a lot of them just have like a very naive kindergarten way of looking at the world when it comes to wars and foreign affairs.
Yeah.
And they really do don the cloak of like, oh, we are the good guys. We're Frodo and the Shire, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like they truly think of it like that. And then, but like if you look at any conflict, any world conflict, and you look at all sides, there's so much atrocity on either side from like either government. World War II, every single country that participated in World War II, at least once, if not multiple times, their armies went into villages, destroyed them, stole things, raped the women, like just did awful things like every single time.
Yeah.
It is not like this Lord of the Rings fucking going into Mordor type of shit that
100%.
people like to think of it
and
as,
I would like to say, although they went a lot of time without their own fucking true land, Jews did their own bad shit as well. Stop acting like they didn't do anything bad. Not saying they're the worst. Not saying they're the worst. I'm just saying they did bad shit too. Stop acting like Palestinians and Hamas are the only people that did some shitty shit because they were pissed off. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, we've all done shitty shit. Chinese did bad shit. Koreans did bad shit. Japanese did bad shit. Russia, UK, French, Spain. I mean, look at how many fucking places Spain took over back in the day. It's like we all did bad, raggedy ass shit, and we can't just sit here and act like we're the good guys. We have to start recognizing that those people in other countries are also human beings, and we need to hold our government accountable for the actions that they're taking that fall onto our behalf. They're going to end up pissing somebody off so bad that they actually want to come over here and try to take over America. And it ain't even going to be our fault. It's going to be them motherfuckers for fucking everything up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
I don't like how much people have been threatening and talking about nukes lately, too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's like, bro, nukes are so much more powerful now than they used to be. It's like,
the hydrogen bomb and everything. Like,
yeah. Way more powerful, bro. I love how the American government, too, always had to take that big step up. They were like, we need to stop nuclear production, and like, it can hurt the environment, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, yeah, because they know that because of all the nukes that they were testing out in the desert in Vegas. Not Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, it's actually like a really outdated really outdated idea too. Like with scientific advancement, like nuclear energy is actually really good for the environment overall. Like
not the bombs necessarily.
No. Setting off a bomb is not obviously, but like I'm talking about like nuclear energy. Like
nuclear energy can be very good for us. Very dangerous.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is that like, I mean, like things like Chernobyl happened, but like that all those things happened because of like bad protocol and like people didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
Like in 2024, like nuclear energy is 100,000 times safer than it was 40 years ago.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So like it would just be a way like safer, more efficient, just overall better for the world way of energy than like anything like even like something like solar, right? But
it's going to cost a lot of people a lot of fortune though.
Well, to convert, yeah, I mean, sure, but
not even just the converting. It's like, well, now we have all this oil. Now we have all this.
We're running
now we
out
have
of oil.
all that.
We're running out of oil, though.
Bro, they've been saying we're running out of oil for a long fucking time.
Are we running out of oil?
How much oil we got?
How much oil we got? As the current estimates, the world has about 1.6 trillion barrels of recoverable oil remaining, which at current consumption rates could last for roughly 47 years based on proven reserves.
That's proven reserves too. Trust me, that we got
But
more.
dude,
than
I mean, yeah,
They
but
got
still,
more
I
than
mean,
that going
think if the population continues to increase, like that could
they've
be.
been talking about. It's always something different. They've been doing it for like 100 years. Oh, this is running out. Oh, this is gonna happen within 10 years, or that's gonna run out in 20 years, and blah blah blah. And they always say that shit, and then it doesn't happen. I mean, maybe eventually, yeah, but
Yeah, the world has a lot of fucking different forces that play. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm stoned.
I'm not. I was, and then I kind of came out of it, and I was like, "What happened?"
You know, speaking of stoned, I used to spend New Year's Eve tripping. That was like my tradition. I did that like 3 years in a row.
Oh yeah, I used to do that too. I'd go to like an EDM show
I didn't go
and
to the
trip
show.
some acid,
I
fucking
just-
look at lasers and shit.
I just sat in my living room and watched movies.
Just
Listen to
sitting
Pink
around
Floyd.
watching movies while I'm tripping is not the vibe.
Oh, that's what I did that all the time, tripping.
No,
That was my thing.
we
Dude, I would solo trip and do that.
we sit around a fire, talk, and do cocaine. That was fun. Or ketamine, dude. You do some ketamine while you're on acid. Wowza, bud. Wowza. Let me tell you about a fun time real quick. That's a fun time. You can't do shit, but laugh and
Yeah.
be happy. But you're gonna laugh and be happy for sure.
So like, but ketamine doesn't last very long, right? It doesn't only last like 20, 60 minutes or something like that.
I mean, I don't know. What is time? You go ahead and do it.
Well, sure, when you're tripping.
You go over there and do a bump of ketamine, and then let me know how much or how long that lasted. Good luck.
Did Matthew Perry die from ketamine? No way. Like actually ketamine, or like he like it was
It probably
laced with
is
something.
fat in it.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, go back up.
Go back, yeah. I was after
Climbing
that.
into his backyard jacuzzi overlook Santa Monica Mountains, Matthew Perry uttered the 7 words that would ultimately lead to his death. Shoot me up with the big one. Oh, yeah, he's shooting up ketamine. I mean, that's much, much more potent. Oh, hey, wait, go back to that. Oh, go back up a little bit. Big one, documentary. What later revealed was a dose of ketamine, a prescription anesthetic and hallucinogen that has become popular for its off-label usage. Blah, blah, blah. Third injection of the day. I mean, yeah, I suppose you could. I mean, yeah, I believe it. I believe you could overdose on fucking ketamine.
Yeah, I mean, if you were doing that much. I
Holy
guess,
shit,
yeah.
was that taken out of his house?
Authorities say they found an underground drug selling emporium overlooking the house of. Oh, he was one of the people charging this. Okay, so he was getting street ketamine.
Oh,
so,
I mean, that looked like he had a pretty legit dealer, though.
yeah. Goddamn.
But yeah, if you're getting fucking legitimate, potent ass fucking ketamine, yeah, I believe you could fucking overdose on it, sure.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Tell you what, though, that should have fucking changed your life.
yeah. But
I think that's the only fucking, like, street drug that I'd ever consider doing again. But,
yeah.
I'd have to have it be,
Test
like,
it.
not a street drug.
Yeah.
You'd have to be from somewhere.
That's how I feel about LSD. Like, I really want to do it again, but
No, that's just too much for me.
I mean, I would have to like have the time, like take the commitment out to be like, yo, fucking, we're gonna.
Yeah, you got to get yourself all mentally prepped and prepared.
Yeah.
Too many bills, too much work to do.
Yeah.
I'll fucking start
Too mu-
tripping and then be like, oh my God, I forgot I have to do this. And then fucking just be a shit show after that.
Too much time before and after. Honestly, you know what? This cat has been a better guest than either of the two people that we were going to have come through.
Yeah, definitely a much better guest than Pedro. What's up, kitty?
He sat the whole fucking time. Dude, he doesn't care.
Doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't even
Dude,
look.
I'll be chilling on the chair over there on the desk or laying on the bed, and he just like stomps up, boom, 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 and he just pops his fat ass on your fucking chest. And he just looks at you like, yeah, what's
Dude,
up,
yeah, my
bro?
cat be fat as fuck too, and he'll fucking come. I've been laying on my back, and he'll come walking up on me. I'm like, dude, you're fucking kind of heavy. He's like 13 pounds.
Dude, it is a war with this cat and food, man. He's like either getting into something like, dude, the last thing with him, we figured out that he was like opening the dog food and just like crawling into the dog food and eating out of it. We caught him the other day in it. I'm like, God damn it, I must have left open the latch. And Molly was like, no, I fed him last and I latched that motherfucker. I'm like, God damn it, these fucking cats just won't stop.
Dude, yeah, my cat, like, I've left a bag of food out before and then come back home, and there's like a little hole chewed in like the bottom end of it.
Oh
like,
yeah,
just pieces
they chew
falling
up.
out.
They chew out food from the bags all the time.
Yeah, I have
Always
to keep
taking
it put
apart
away in a
bags.
cabinet. And you'll hear them sometimes. I'll be like playing video games with my headset on, and I'll hear like this dud, 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 like, psst, get the fuck out of the bathroom. Trying to fucking open up the cabinet. He got stuck the other day because like there's a gap in the bars of the baby gate, and he used to go through it, and he's just such a fat fuck that he couldn't even fit through it, and he got stuck. Started freaking out. It's hilarious.
Damn.
My dog, dude. Bo's asleep on his back and fucking wakes up, and he's like runs over there like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Dogs are so dumb when cats start freaking out.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're just like, should I attack it? Should I attack it?
yeah, dude. Dogs. If there's like one little thing to set them off,
It's a
dogs
cat.
will fucking.
It's a cat freaking out.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I never told you. My fucking neighbor died like 2 weeks ago.
Which one?
The one across the street.
Oh.
Yeah, we were like chilling late at night, and like fucking 2 cop cars and a fire truck and an ambulance all came, and then like the wife was like outside, and we were like, ah, shit. And then like, yeah,
Like outside, like screaming?
she wasn't screaming or anything like that, but like you couldn't really it was so far away you couldn't really tell what she was, but she was outside with people. She was hugging people, and like a half hour later they like brought out a stretcher with like a white cloth over it and everything.
Oh,
And
shit.
I was like, oh fuck, yeah. I felt bad. I feel like I should went over and said something, but I don't talk to them ever, so I didn't.
Yeah, no. That's a time to just send flowers or something.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably that's not a bad idea actually. I don't have money for that. I already have a person I gotta get flowers for. I'm not adding anybody else to the list.
Go to Hy-Vee and spend like $30 and just have a
Dude, that's way too much
have a
money.
card that just says fucking. That's too much
That's
money.
too much money on flowers.
Bro, there's this chick
Dude,
in
I'm
the gas.
I'm not spending more than $15 on flowers.
This lady at the gas station today was going to get food, and she had to get gas too. And then when she was like, "How much is all this?" and the guy told her, she was like, "Ooh," and she was like, I could tell in her head she was like trying to figure out how much money she had to spend. And so I just bought her food. It was like $13. And I just bought it. I was like, I'll just pay for all this stuff, and then you can put the rest on your gas.
Yeah. You know, it is noble of you trying to make up for the rest of your race. You know?
Not at all. It's me just being a fucking genuinely nice person. Like, I've been in situations like that before. It's like $30 ain't shit. You think $30 is a lot? Having somebody in your fucking family, the husband probably die, that's a fucking lot.
Yeah.
You think $30 is a lot?
But okay, but I wasn't able to plan around this guy's death, you know. I gotta budget out, you know.
I'm just saying.
I don't have an emergency flower
Well,
fund.
we'll just dock it. We'll dock it from Blues Pay. All right.
There we go. There we go.
He'll take a discount this month,
There we
and then
go.
fucking. Oh yeah, look, it's already the end of the month. So you know what I'm saying? There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Blue. We didn't tell you. We have high taxes. in this. This is an anarchist payment system. So
Taxes are 50%.
even though taxes aren't compatible in anarchist society, we just do it anyways.
Yeah, see, this guy doesn't know what he is. He really doesn't know. He was like, I'm an RFK guy, and then RFK was like, vote for Trump, and he's like, yeah, I'm an anarchist. That's what I am.
That's not what happened.
That's what I felt like. That's what I remember. All right, he might.
Here's the timeline. RFK supported Israel. Around the same time or soon after, I became an anarchist. Not related. I dyed my hair a month ago.
I thought you dyed your hair like
so after RFK voted for Trump. So
I thought it was like 2 years ago for Halloween.
Well, yeah, that was the first time I did it. It was about 2 years ago. I've done like I think I've done like 3 or 4 times since then.
Whenever Eminem started making music again, that's when he dyed his hair blonde. He's like, "We're back, baby. We're fucking back."
Dude, that album wasn't that good.
His album was fucking trash.
Yeah.
People always trying to tell me how good it was. I was like, you're a fucking idiot, and I wish you never listened to rap music ever. You should keep your opinion fucking locked away tight.
You know who had a trash album this year? Kendrick. He had like one of the worst. He had like one of the worst albums of the year.
Man, I would expect a white person to say that, but anyways.
That could be me. That could be my bias.
For the culture, but for the culture. I'm just kidding. I haven't listened to it.
That was like a decade ago, bro. Kendrick is not the same.
Kendrick just dropped an album, I thought.
Yeah, no, but like I don't know. The For the Culture shit was like Pimp Butterfly. That was 2015.
You don't think that his last album was For the Culture?
Yeah, GNX. I don't know if it was For the Culture. I think he was trying to do a Tupac comeback. I think he was trying to like do like a Tupac. The whole time I was just like, when the Tupac R&B is this shit that he's trying to do? I don't know. It's just for someone who's done something like To Pimp Butterfly, damn, like all those great albums, like for him to just put something out that's just like below mediocre, in my opinion. I was just really disappointed.
It's a good thing we don't care about his opinion, right, Blue?
Yeah.
Anyways, the worst thing that ever happened to music, rap music specifically, has been white women. I know I've said it before, and I'm saying it again just because, yeah, you are the absolute worst thing that has ever happened to hip hop. Please stop. Don't make any more songs. We don't care. even if you're pretty good, and we might drop an Instagram comment like, "Yeah, this is pretty fire." Still, in broad spectrum, sucks. Thank you for coming to this.
I saw. Oh, go to that third one.
Oh, I actually fuck with this chick kind of though.
See, I didn't think this was that good. I've seen a couple different people react to this though.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. She just snapped right there, bro.
Dude, they all just want to fuck her. They all just want to fuck her.
Why do you think they want to fuck her? She's
it's not that good.
It's like
Oh, I think you actually muted it.
It's like comedy rap though too. Like it's supposed to be funny. So yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
Here's the thing about when you do comedy rap. I think if you do comedy rap, you have to be able to establish yourself as like a serious rapper.
Dude, this fucking guy, bro.
No,
you don't
seriously.
Have to do
think of like okay, unless you're
Is that what Lil
Lonely
Dicky
Island.
did?
What?
Is that what Lil Dicky did? Established himself as a serious rapper first?
Well, okay, he didn't establish himself as a serious rapper, but he had serious tracks. He was able to like seriously
after doing
rap.
comedy shit.
No, beforehand.
No, I didn't hear a single one of those.
It was after, you think? Okay. I didn't super dive deep into Lil Dicky. He had a good track with Snoop Dogg.
His best track is like an 8 out of 10, and it's not a comedy at all. I don't remember what it's called. Something like On a Farm.
Anthony Fantano doesn't think it's good. Shocker. All right, we're a little over the hour. I think we should probably wrap this bitch up.
I think you should Wrap it up. Dude, he had this song. Lil Dicky has this song that's actually good. And yeah, I say actually good because most of them were fucking garbage. If you argue with that, I don't care what you think. Maybe it's only on YouTube. It had like the same fucking background as a Drake song.
All right. Let's pull this song up and then we'll cut the episode off right for the song because I don't want to.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want copyright.
Russell Westbrook on a farm. There you go.
Happy New Year, you dumb cunts.